I started crocheting a pair of short overalls during the summer. I got the chest piece done, but it turns out I'm allergic to granny squares. Dozens of little squares you make, then sew all together. The same double crochets on the sides and chains on the corners. It's too repetitive. So I gave up. It's been sitting in a box on a chair in my room, abandoned, mostly out of sight. It's just there, waiting for me to unravel every granny square, to unravel and reuse the yarn. It hurts to get rid of all that work, but it's necessary. It's not healthy to carry the burden of unfinished projects. It's just something I've always done. Like how I used to play with glitter and gems and makeup before every school dance with you. The last time we did that, we were at my ex's house, a 2-year relationship that had recently fizzled out. Awkward, I know, but we made a good trio. I felt like nothing could go wrong. And then you asked me out. Said we could lay low, then you told random people and my ex that same night, broke up with me a week later, cut me out, pulled me in, proposed a fake wedding, wrote real vows, pushed me away again because 2 Corinthians 6:14 says, you can't be unequally yoked to a non-believer. So I'm left with scattered granny squares, yarn visible, stinging each time I see them. I remember we'd go to the carnival in the mall parking lot, eat cotton candy, ride the rides. I had a panic attack on the zipper, and you yelled at me. Like 6 years isn't long enough to know how much I hate loud noises. So as much as I want to unpack that box of granny squares, I'm struggling to do it, because each of them taught me something. By the end, I expected our friendship to die. You texted me out of the blue, said I wasn't religious enough, you couldn't keep me around. By then, I was numb to it. But I keep spotting you. In the band room, the parking lot, the forum, like yarn, I twist and turn and tangle, reaching the end of my spool. A Gordian's knot. I want to keep working on projects, on myself, for the people I love. I know where to find more yarn. I take a deep breath, unravel the first square, weave a new memory. I sit in my car with my friend Crow. He wears a trench coat every day, pockets filled with shiny, interesting objects. He shows me a pocket watch, says it's broke, but he likes it and wants to see what I'll do with it. I try to clean and fix it, but only make it worse. What ifs from your shadow haunt me? What if he's angry, hates me, cuts me out? I prepare for the worst, but then it's normal. We just talk. He's a little sad, but we still joke and laugh together. So I grab a granny square, pin it to my wall, a reminder of everything I've learned. I grab my crochet hook and start a new project.
Cassandra was a prophet, the one cursed to utter prophecies that will never be believed. What once was a gift becomes the worst curse she could imagine. Mouth opening, but her tongue might as well be tied, as she screams out warning after warning, being shown vision after vision after vision of her city falling. But nobody believes her. All of this for spurning away a god's advances. For why would a woman dare turn him away? Medusa's hair falls, changing to snakes, skin to scales, all because a man decided that she was his, and everyone else said she wanted it. Hera is trapped in a marriage she can't escape, the queen of the heavens, stuck beside a man who leaves her every second. For what can she do against a king of gods? Enduring pain, embarrassment, and his ire. The goddess of marriage with a husband who's never followed his vows, a woman who is constantly fading beside him. I hear that mythology is fake, that every tale is another interpretation, too woke, too conservative, but that this isn't real, so I shouldn't care. But how could I not? The mistakes of our past snap around our legs as we move forward, disorienting us until we walk down the same road again and call it new, walking that worn path over and over again like it's a prophecy that's been foretold. I see Cassandra and the scientists screaming warnings of disease, climate change, extinction, and everyone calling them crazy as they walk by until they walk to their own doom. Medusa is a girl whose tongue has turned into a serpent, eyes into glares of stone, because it's easier to be the monster that they want you to be rather than to admit what happened. Hera is the wife trapped by her husband, ripping others apart rather than face the fact that he doesn't deserve her, and he does not deserve her heart. I see Matus in the woman shoved behind men, the brilliant authors and scientists whose words are stolen and whose stories are swallowed whole. I see Demeter in the mother whose daughter has been taken away by a bullet no bigger than a pomegranate seed, whose world has been plunged into an eternal winter because what she loved most and swore to protect is now stuck in the underworld. I see the tales of our past alive and well with us because we refuse to listen, because we refuse to look at them, because we believe ourselves better. So we are doomed to repeat ourselves over and over again, all because the gods deem it so. So I hope Cassandra finds a peace when Troy falls. At least she'll be believed then. I hope Medusa finds comfort in her stone eyes because now she can protect herself. I hope Hera realizes that she is a queen of the heavens and doesn't need to be tied to him. I hope Demeter finds a peace in her grief and can see her daughter and the children she helps after, and above all, I hope that they leave, so that we can make our own present, our own future. But as of now, we are stuck repeating the past, over and over again. Cassandra was a prophet.
I used to cry all the time until I thought I was gonna die. Then it stopped and all the tears dried. I couldn't understand how they didn't believe me until I lost my walking ability. How could you turn away a 15-year-old child? Were my needs just not worthwhile? I wasn't even with my mom when I shaved my head, and you will never know how many nights I've spent in hospital beds. Sometimes I hope the way you know I had to fight keeps you up at night. How many pokes, how many pricks, how many pills, and how much pain. The fear that my life and body will never be the same. I should have a doctorate in hospital visits, labs drawn daily, analyzed while I hear young patients cry. Beep, beep, beep. There's no quiet when you have a chemo pole. Pressing all the buttons, trying to shut it off, feels like playing a game of whack-a-mole. Lying there in my personal plastic pen, I reminisce. Suddenly, I realized I missed out on so much school and friends. I even missed my school's stupid sporting events. Go Mustangs! I know that no one can be blamed for all of this, but the fact that I can't point fingers makes me so pissed. I woke up from surgery, unable to move. I couldn't even use the bathroom. Instead, I had a tube. Lying there in that hospital room with wandering eyes, a feeling I can only describe as being captured in time. The ones who never left my side are my parents, nurses, and Shay, my ride or die. Others think people come and visit, but the truth is, they don't. They treat you like an exotic animal to view, but only from afar, of course. They would never get off their high horse. Well, not for me, at least, especially now that I resemble some bald beast. There's two types of people I'm around, the people who stare and the people who pretend I'm not there. I've gotta say, it used to really hurt and make me constantly rethink my worth. Some people believe there's a God above, but if there really is one, how could it do this to a child they supposedly love?
I don't like being alone. So why am I? I walk through the home, boxes scattered across the floor. Our pictures that once filled the walls, the halls of memory, are suddenly down, packed in a little box soon to be hauled away. Dad's tired. Too tired to play with me. He's too focused on getting out, leaving this place behind. Mom's crying. She weeps over the littlest things. The other day, she sat by the kitchen doorway, her hands running over the scribbles, brushing over every year. I sit with her as she packs my room, stuffing the boxes with toys. I don't play with them anymore. Once vibrant trucks died down to the mere wood. The stuffed animals I held close every night sat growing older, day after day, not to be touched. I don't get why she's so distressed by this. I hate seeing her cry. Nothing I do can help. I hold her, but she cannot feel. I twirl her hair, the thing she loves most, laying on her as she reads, her hair dancing between my fingers as I slowly drift off into a warm embrace, not a care in the world, because Mom will always be here. She wouldn't stop crying. Dad's on the swing, my favorite place, where the daisies grow around our old oak tree, perfect to hold a swing. I spend my time here with Dad, laughing as he spins ropes and me flying, soaring through the air. Oh, if only he could see the always sunny skies filled with soft clouds surrounded by blue birds. Oh, if only he could see the wonders of this world. He sits on the swing, rocking back and forth. I don't get it. They're taking my home. Boxes that once filled it being taken away from the only place I know. I plead with Dad to stop them, but he won't budge. Why are you leaving me? Fear creeping up. Why won't they listen? I am here. I was always here. I never left. But maybe I did. Why are they leaving me? I want my mom.